What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Beach Money Man, back with another video. If you guys don't already know who I am, my name is Dudley Oteris, better known yet as d.oteris_official or Oteris official, man. And so we're back with another video today. I wanted to just tell you guys or just show you guys a setup that we took last week. That was a 4-to-1, another 4-to-1 with EURUSD. I'm gonna do a trade breakdown and show you guys exactly how I did it, and maybe through what I said or maybe through what I do, you guys can learn something from it as well. Any other traders also watching this stream, this video right now, man. And before we get to it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get to it. We're actually at the library right now. And funny thing too, I guess before I start, I did a whole production, man, like in recording. And then I realized, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do too much or anything. Just keep it simple today, you know? So we're just going to record and just do this trade breakdown for you guys on EURUSD. So here we go. So we're going to just replay. Oops, let me just put this here. So we're going to replay. This trade happened. Let me see. This trade happened on the 15th of May. So we're just going to go back on the 15th of May and replay. All right. So let me just go ahead and pull up Forex Factory real quick, so you guys can see what happened last week. So Tuesday to Friday, because these are the days that I trade. And on Wednesday, we could see that we had red folders for USD. We had CPI that came out at 8:30 a.m. Okay, so here's what my thought process was over here for EURUSD. So on the daily, I already knew that there are high time frame levels that we were looking at this right over here. All right, I'm looking at this area over here. So the storyline to me is, how can we get up there? And as you can see, we already took out this high. We took out the previous day high, Monday's high. Okay, so now I'm looking for a place to say retrace down to and see if we can push price into these higher time frame levels. Okay, this is on the daily. All right, now when I came on the 4 hours, what I saw was that price was giving a great bullish price action. All right, you have your highs, lows, higher high. All right, you have your liquidities. You have an area of interest right over here, which was phenomenal. And it played off of this. All right, 9 a.m. Thursday of the week before, and here we are in this area. Okay, so we're gonna go to the 15th. Actually, no, it was a 2-day trade. So let me go back, guys. So yeah, I took this trade on the 14th and I held to the 15th. That's why I'm like, this kind of looks kind of different and everything. Okay, so let's go back to Forex Factory real quick, and then we see that at 8:30 a.m. we had news for core PPI on Tuesday, May 14th, and then we had news on May 15th. Okay, so here's what I did. So I noticed in terms of structure on the higher time frame, that one thing that I learned from bounce back is to validate structure. Okay, so we have this low over here, all right, and then liquidity is swept. So to me, this still counts as structure, a structural low. Okay, why? Because we have the bullish candle and we have two bearish candles closing below that. All right, and it made a structural low right in here. And this is a 4-hour validation. All right, write that down. 4-hour structural point. All right, and if I'm wrong, then we can always adjust too. anything could happen at that time. However, this is just what I was looking at. I've seen it multiple times in the market through previous and multiple back testing. Okay, so this is 1 a.m. All right, now we're in London, and now this is 5 a.m. Right, that 5 a.m. candlestick then came into this area right over here. And now if we look on the 1 hour to see what happened, $4 a.m. All right, now it's 5. And now what happens is price takes out liquidity right in here. This would have been a great textbook setup. All right, we've back tested this multiple times as well. Liquidity was taken and it was swept. All right, and then we trade below these lows, and anybody who bought over here would have gotten taken out, and anybody who sold over here would have gotten taken out as well. So now we're looking for the low of the day, and the low of the day is here, right? This is the London low. We're looking for Asian high, right, to be swept. All right. We have our Asian rally high at the top. At 5, and then at 6, we see price then takes out, these highs over here. All right. And one thing that I did notice was this candlestick over here. Or we have this last bullish before this bearish movement down. So maybe this could have been a potential area to me that price could then come down or come into and then trade lower. I don't know, but this is where like the waiting game happens. I know what I'm looking for. I know I'm bullish, but there's news at 8:30. There's news at 8:30 Tuesday, okay? So I'm looking, a novice, or I said novice, the regular person, smart money would have maybe come into here, all right, and see where price can come down into and, potentially take it up. And that's just like the ideal setup that we're looking to take. So this is 7, and then this is 8, all right? And what do we see here? We see that price then comes take out in this low. And something that I've noticed all the time is that whenever I'm bullish or whenever I'm bearish, before I get into a setup, in this case, before I get into a position to take higher, I have to see a low get swept first before taking up, all right? So what exactly did this wick tap into? All right, mind you, this is Tuesday at 8:30. All right, if you look at the 30-minute time frame, it came in at 8:30, just like news said it would. All right, what did it come down into? It came right into this order block at the bottom. Mind you, we're still in our 4-hour structure point. Okay, it didn't break this low. All right, we swept this high. We swept the previous day high right over here. All right, previous day high. And so now, what's the storyline behind all this? Okay, what's the storyline? So I now see that the low, London low, was then taken. Right, London low was taken out. We know that. And now we're looking for a place to now retrace back into in this order block over here and take up. But like I said, news would come at 8:30, so I wanted to be patient and see what would happen. Okay, and we were patient. We seen that this low was then taken. Okay, where is the New York reset? It's right over here. How I know I'm bullish, this is a confluence for me too, by the way. So whatever opening that is, I know I'm bullish because of that. Let me see. The opening is 1.07876. All right. Price then dips to below, and that's how I know we're bullish. Okay. The same thing happened with GU, and GU was much cleaner, but for our sake, for our attention span, this is what we were looking at on Tuesday. So now, like I said, because we've already swept the low, now I'm looking for some type of retracement. how do I get into this move? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys what I did, and there are two instances, that you could have done to enter the same position I did too. So I came into the 15-minute, right? And what I noticed is that at 8:30, like I said, the low was taken, and then we just continue up when we take the previous day high. 8:45, and then we have 9 o'clock, okay? So what could have happened here? My first entry was over here, okay? My first entry was over here. I'm thinking price might come to this bearish, and then this bearish candlestick right over here, and then we take it up, because obviously we took the highs out, okay? But it didn't do that. Instead, it actually filled the 50% of this candlestick right in here. Right? You guys see that? Right over here, 50%. So because I missed that, I was like, okay, well, I'll just wait for another one, because sometimes the markets could offer you another entry, could offer you another opportunity for you to just get into the market, okay? So I seen this long bullish candlestick right on here, and because I've learned my lesson multiple times, I wanted to then see where could price come into, okay? So this is 9:15, and I seen that, like I said, this was the bullish candlestick that was created at 9 a.m. So what I did, I placed my 50% right in here, and this is the area that I was looking for. Let me see, right in here, about 50% of this candlestick, okay? Now watch this. 50% of this candlestick was what I was looking for. Now, me going into the lower time frames, I'm looking for some type of like change of character, a break of structure, okay? So we see that right over here. We see that there's a break of structure here, all right? We have this low, and then we have this high that was created, all right? So now my thought process is that maybe price might want to come and dip below this candle right in here, all right? So this was actually my entry at the low of this candlestick right in here. The low was 108.131, and that was literally my entry, guys. Let me show you guys. Yep, 108.131. Okay, and this is something that I back test, and I'm still learning how to do it. But you know, just trust your guts. Okay, 50%, and then I'm also gonna enter at the low of the next candle after the imbalance was created. All right. So that's what I did, and we entered right over here, all right? And so here is what happened. My stop loss was below this low. It was a 12 pip stop loss, and then like I said, we have a higher time frame target that we're targeting, and it was a 4-to-1, okay? It was a 4-to-1, and so here's what happened. Let me just make sure you guys, understand that this was a change of character, or in a sense, a break of structure, another break of structure, okay, whatever you guys like. But this was a great area of interest right here to take now, to take higher, okay? And what happens is price then reacts off of this perfectly, okay? We were in a little bit of drawdown, but I was okay. I was okay because I understood that there's a higher, this was a higher probability trade to me. Like I said, there's more liquidity up here that I'd like to see the price come up to. Higher probability trade, and these are trades that you want to be strictly trading. And when you're so confident in what you've back tested over and over again, trust me, like, you'll just know. And even if I was wrong, I would have been okay. As long as I followed my rules, I'd have been all right. And here's what happened. Like I said, I held this from the 14th to the 15th. All right, so we're gonna stop it at about like the next day. Let me just go to the 15. All right, the next day, 6 p.m. We're at 7, 8, 9, 10, and at this point we're floating profits. So now what I'm looking for, the next day, I'm looking for that low to be created in London. Pre-London. Let's see if we can get a low to get swept. A low did not get swept, but we created, let me see, we created, boom, boom. We still created the low the day right over here. Beautiful setup. We end up taking these highs, all right? And like I said, for Forex Factory, May 15, we had news at 8:15. So at that point, like I said, I was just holding. Maybe we can see a low get swept, and then boom, there we go. Price comes into the higher time frame target. We swept liquidity. One, and then we looked for a change of character or a break in structure to get into the market. That gave us an entry that we held, and it gave us a 4-to-1 risk to reward trade. This was a high probability setup. To me, I followed my rules, and in this game of trading, you have to do your best to follow your rules the best that you can, so you don't fail, so you don't feel bad when things go wrong. Because me personally, I'll feel better, I'll feel good about myself knowing that even if I took a loss, one, my risk management was great, and I follow my risk management. Two, my trading plan, I follow my confluences and everything. And the market, one thing that I learned from Mark Douglas is that every trade that we take has no relationship with the last trade that we take. It's all a probability game, all right? So this is what it was, and I had no emotional ties to it. And at the time, I think this was my third trade of the month in May that gave me a great setup. I took a loss the week before, but my account is still up now because my risk management was great. I traded my risk management, and yeah, that's just how it is right now, okay? So this is on my funded account. I said this is on my challenge account with top tier, and this is also on my live account as well, my separate live account, the $100 account that I also have that we're still trading. So I'll just be quickly transparent with you guys. So right now, we have 3 losses for the month of May and 2 wins. However, my win percentage right now is a 40%, and I kind of wish that I put my balance over here and whatnot, but it's okay. But the 4-to-1 is great though, because it just means I'm up 8% for the month. Right? This is what it is. I'm up 8% of the month, and I'm okay because my profits it over succeeded the losses that I took, which were very minimal too. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, we're still going. And I wanted to show you guys that setup. I did take a setup on Friday that I still need to journal. I'm at the journal that right now, actually. And then I guess we'll back test that together as well, so you guys can see what I missed. And then, we'll just go from there the next video, guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Follow for some more, man. We're still going. We're still documenting the journey. We're actually about to do a link up with some of my friends here who also do trade at the library in the conference room, because iron sharpens iron, right? So guys, be easy, trade smart, trade less, and let's keep going, man. Peace.